right, Larry. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. First and 10, Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". Throwing on first down. Erickson got his man complete over the middle. That's Lloyd. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Erickson throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, Erickson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Back to throw, Erickson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, 9 yards to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Pittman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the I. Looking to throw. Pittman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the gun, Pittman. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Shoves him away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Erickson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So we played a quarter here in the AFC Championship game. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll hand off to Foster. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Erickson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the pistol, it's Foster. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
from the gun on third down. Pittman, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. First down carry for Foster. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking to throw on second down. Erickson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lloyd. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Give left side. Foster slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second down, Erickson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw. Erickson going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So out now come the Jets.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On the give, this is their fullback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Off the play fake. Pittman. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, it's Stokes. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Throwing on first down. Erickson. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat. Turns it up there. It pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, Pittman. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pittman. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, Pittman. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Looking to throw. Erickson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw again. Erickson. Keeps himself upright. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Erickson. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now let's go. 3.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 38.
Back to throw. Pittman. And quick throw here. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Titans trail at home at halftime. The Jets have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, the pass ends up being picked off. Jets defense comes away with the turnover. After the INT, offense comes out now. The quick pass and completion is made, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Jets take the early lead. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 8. Third down from inside the 50. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And this 2-play drive goes for a TD. Jets push their lead to 11. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Erickson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Erickson.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Erickson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on 2nd down. Erickson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Erickson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Pittman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing again. Erickson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
From the gun, Erickson.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go!
Off play action. Pittman. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on third down, Pittman. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! 3-19!
A give. This is Foster. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Erickson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Green 39. Green.
Back to the air on second down. Erickson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Erickson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. 319.
On 1st and 10, Erickson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Erickson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Erickson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Erickson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And now out come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down. Pittman, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Pittman going for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think
there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Erickson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Erickson over the middle, complete. That's Blake. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on 1st down, Erickson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Erickson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go. Blue lady. Blue lady.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Time for a break. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Red 38.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.